Throughout history, Jewish communities have often been persecuted and forced to flee. These events have left deep marks and scattered the Jewish people across the world. In this video, we'll look at three important periods of persecution. First, we'll look at the Spanish Inquisition, then the violent pogroms in Eastern Europe. Finally, we'll look at the flight to Amsterdam. In the 15th century, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella ruled Spain. They wanted to make Spain a completely Catholic country. To achieve that, they started the Spanish Inquisition. This was a harsh persecution of anyone who wasn't Catholic, including the Jews. Jews were given a terrible choice: convert to Christianity, leave the country, or face the death penalty. Eventually, this was officially written down in the Edict of Granada, and all Jews had to leave Spain. Thousands of Jews fled to other countries like Portugal, North Africa, or the Ottoman Empire. Some Jews stayed in Spain but lived in secret. They pretended to be Christian, but secretly kept their Jewish faith alive. It was a time of fear, loss, and forced departure. Centuries later, in the 19th century, Jews were again hit hard, this time in Eastern Europe. In countries like Russia and Ukraine, violent attacks took place on Jewish villages and communities. These attacks were called pogroms. During pogroms, Jewish homes were looted and synagogues, their places of worship, were set on fire. Entire communities were attacked and many had to flee to survive. The authorities often did not intervene, and sometimes the government even supported these attacks. Because of the pogroms, many Jewish families fled Eastern Europe. They moved to safer places, like the United States or Western Europe. This was a period of great unrest. Many Jews lost everything they had and had to start a new life in a foreign country. Luckily, there was also a place where Jews were welcome: Amsterdam. In the 16th and 17th centuries, many Jews fled from Spain and Portugal to the Dutch Republic. Here, they were allowed to practice their faith freely. That was very special in a time when religious freedom was rare. These Jews, who were called Sephardic Jews, brought their own language and traditions with them. Their language was called Ladino, a mix of Spanish and Hebrew. In Amsterdam, they built synagogues, started businesses, and printed books in Hebrew. Amsterdam became an important center for Jewish culture and traditions. Amsterdam even got the nickname Mokum. That's a Yiddish word that means home. For many Jews, Amsterdam was a safe haven, a place where they could finally live in peace. The history of the Jewish people is deeply connected with persecutions and forced migrations. The Spanish Inquisition, the pogroms, and the flight to Amsterdam show how difficult life has been for Jews throughout the centuries. But they also show how strong and resilient Jewish communities are. These events have not only shaped the Jewish people, but also influenced world history. They remind us how important it is to protect freedom and tolerance so that such persecutions never happen again.